All right, I'll monitor the YouTube.
Yep.
We're
And I'm
live.
monitoring the Facebook.
All right. Turn your volume down.
Okay. Yep.
Got me. As I said it.
Yeah. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
And we are early. Well, not really. It's 10:18, so we're not as early as I thought.
We try to be early to just be on time.
Right. And so now we're not on time, but we're early for us. So it is Friday, the 19th of July, and we are going to spend about the next 45 minutes talking because at 11 o'clock, we have a piano coming.
Piano day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is an upright piano. They're taking our baby grand out.
Baby grand, say bye-bye.
Replacing it with an upright, so it's going to be cool.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I hear it sounds like the voice of angels.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard a piano that actually sounds like voices, but that'll be interesting.
Get ready.
Little angel voices coming out.
Yeah, little cherubs, yeah.
That'll be neat.
The little fat ones.
Yeah.
That shoot the arrows.
Right. That'll be really neat.
I think so.
All right. Well, Matt, there's a couple things I wanted to throw out today. Maybe we could start talking about.
You came prepared today.
Well, a little bit. Maybe.
Did you enjoy your vacation?
I didn't have much of a vacation because we had car issues, and so we ended up not going.
And then you went to Rah assembly meeting.
Yeah,
in Mount Vernon.
Oh, last week, yeah.
Did you come back all supercharged?
A little bit. You know, it's a lot of times when I get away and I get to hear other speakers and I get to think and contemplate. A lot of times I get recharged.
Yeah.
And I think I did this.
Those are kind of like pep rallies, right?
Yeah.
What are we going to do this year, peeps?
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you come back and you get in the swing of things and you're like,
you get dose of reality.
Yeah.
You realize that your 20-member church is already overtaxed in jobs and
we have 27 members. Thank you.
Sorry, we're growing exponentially.
27.
Unbelievable. And if not, my family and my brother's family are birthing them in. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Right.
And slowly but surely, we've got some other younger couples. As long as we try to push the marriage thing
and procreating,
we can get more.
Right. This is good.
So it'll be good.
Take a Catholic approach.
Yeah. Hey, Naomi's with us already this morning. Dottie's listening on Facebook. And so appreciate you guys chiming in. The first thing I thought I would throw out your way is something I just saw yesterday. It was only about 2 days old on Facebook. And that is Elon Musk. They are by 2020, which is coming up very soon.
Wants to read your thoughts.
They are looking to, with a robotic engineering. So a robot will place these very smaller than a human hair, these cables into your brain, and then you'll be able to control your phone and your computer and all kinds of things just by thinking about it.
But that's what I'm saying. They're going to be able to read your thoughts.
Yeah, right.
Because if your thoughts can do something out there,
right,
they can go back. It's no different than your phone.
Right.
You're listening to everything on your phone.
Yeah. So what's your thought about it?
I think we should throw down. Let's hammer down.
You're going to get it?
It's not in the forehead and it's not on the palm of the forehand, so I'm fine.
So you're talking revelation.
Yeah, no, listen, if they want to plant these things in my forehead, if they're like, it would work here or here, I'd be like, I saw the 70s movie and said that's bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if it's in here, yeah, I'm on board.
Did you look at the Greek word for hand or forehead ever?
No. What is it?
I don't know. I wonder if you did.
No. Have you?
Well, I haven't, but I think it would be important before
is the word cell phone?
Before No, but I think before you take a 1970s movie and run off that, I would think we should probably look at the word.
You don't think
what it means?
You don't think they had a good vision of what was coming?
What the forehead and the hand look like?
Right.
They may have.
And it's going to be definitely 666.
Yeah. All right. Well,
they were pretty sold on that.
They were.
Yeah. It scared the crap out of me when I saw it. So.
Although in the Latin, it could be 616, not 666.
That sounds like an area code.
Yeah.
6-1? Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm going to have to change this tattoo I just got. She still is. Anyway, no, I won't do it.
Well, it's interesting to sit and watch. I don't know if anybody watched the video, but to watch Elon Musk, he speaks. He's not a very good public speaker.
No, he's terrible.
And number two, then.
He likes the pot.
Does he?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
And number two, then not only he speaks, but like his team speaks. So he has doctors and people who are messing with the computer stuff and making the the motherboards of all this stuff. And so they each kind of have their own little space of time in there speaking about this stuff, but they act as if this is like the greatest thing in the world. And I'm sitting there going, Genesis chapter 11, Tower of Babel.
Right. Yeah. Or the beast. Like this technology thing is the beast.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It has to be. How can it not be?
Right.
It's ruining people on a daily basis as we speak in the name of helping us.
Right.
And now we're going to get even further plugged in.
Yeah.
Like,
because in Genesis chapter 11, God looked down and he said, they've all come together. They all have the same language and there's nothing they can't do.
No, it's where, and that's where you'll be.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine just if humans were not screwed up, right? How cool it would be if you could think to your phone and your phone would shoot back the Chinese translation.
That would be neat.
Or like your phone hears the Chinese guy talk and in your head comes English words.
Right.
It'd be awesome. But I know it's going to not be for my benefit.
Yeah.
Or somehow I'm going to be addicted to it, and then I'll never come out of Why would you come out of reality?
Right.
People with a porn problem.
Yeah.
People that like to play video games.
Well, yeah, you could have porn in your brain
That's all day long.
All day long.
You can have video games going. You could literally, like, I see where you could just shut yourself off and you just keep your brain active.
Right.
But you'll die. You'll starve or thirst or something. But could that not be an outcome?
Right. Right. It could be. Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. Like, if you go back to this, do you think, okay, so we look at this and we say physical versus, so everything here is physical. So we're saying that the brain has certain synapses and gaps, and when those things fire across, so they're looking at all this as physical and scientific.
Yeah.
So they put these little things inside of there, and they're able supposedly to read and to, make these things function. But yet, do you think that as they do this physical thing, they are breaching the gap or the line between the spiritual and the physical somehow?
Well, then why not argue that you're doing that with blood pressure medicine or insulin or
hallucinogenic drugs,
surgery? I mean, what part of doctrine do you not back out and go, okay, we're now intervening with the natural cause of life? Right. We've now just been able to take it down to the really, really tiny.
Right.
So now that we're down to the really, really tiny, and I want to say things that we don't understand, that's when we go, oh, there's a boogeyman there, which there is. Right. But I think that we passed the boogeyman stage a long time ago with our doctoring by keeping people alive longer probably than they should.
Right.
We talked about this.
Right. Yeah, I was just talking to a nurse, and I said, do you think that one of the downfalls of medicine is that we keep people alive longer than they should have been alive?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to discredit God's sovereignty, because obviously when God's ready, it's over.
You're gone, right?
But and she just,
and he obviously put medicine in place,
right?
And people are living to be 98 years old, not know who they are, where they are, or have continence,
right?
But we're able to keep them alive,
right?
Like obviously he wanted them there,
yeah.
So we're not going to deny that,
yeah. But she definitely said, from a standpoint of like the whole machine thing, she's like, to put people on machines and then they try to give families hope and to watch this thing happen for like weeks or days or months. It's like sometimes it just seems like medicine just has to say, you know what, we've done what we can do. Let's just step out.
But this goes to your point that you just asked the question about putting something in the middle of the neurons. Mm-hmm. Is this breaching or whatever? Well, didn't the doctor who put them on the machine and kept them alive, did he not then become God?
Right.
In a way. Because he's now keeping somebody alive that we know will be dead.
Right.
So we've already taken that control. It's a little late to ask that question 4 weeks later. Right. And then we got to replay God, because now we go, okay, now you can go.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, I think we passed that bridge that you're talking about a long time ago. Yeah.
Dottie makes a comment when we were talking about the whole Tower of Babel. She said, yes, she was thinking the same thing. She said she thought what Matt said, too, it'll happen because of the beast. And so she was thinking about that. And then she says our generation questions it. My daughters will think it's cool and normal. And I think she's right in that sense, that we have been prepped and primed, especially the younger generation, to just accept these things.
I have an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old that bought them a tablet at Christmas. My dad is very unhappy with me. but I know that if they don't use these things, they're going to be technologically in the dust.
Right.
If Jesus doesn't come back, if all the nonsense that I talk about technology is whatever, and I hold them back, I'm basically raising the new Amish.
Yeah. Right.
Which may not be a bad thing. Maybe you should go live in the woods and not participate in society. I don't know what to do with it. I really don't know what to do with it.
I hear you.
But at least for right now, anyway, they take to a tablet like second nature, but then I wonder where they are for 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
They're in there going.
Right. Well, seriously, though, even though Elon Musk might be going, okay, we want to find a way to control human beings, allow human beings to control devices.
I don't even think he's not a diabolical guy.
You don't think?
He's always been, if he's doing this, it's because he's trying to stay out in front of AI. He's always been like the harbinger or the canary in the coal mine of like,
okay,
Amazon and Google are not for your good. What they're bringing, he's worried we're all going to die. He's worried about the extinction of the human race. This is why these people are building rockets to go to the moon. You realize this. Right, to get out of here.
Right.
So he's always been like, no, this is not good. We're all going to die. And so if he's doing these things, it's to stay out ahead of it and to actually try and find things to help keep us out in front of technology.
Mm-hmm.
So, like this starts to get convoluted and weird. Like the one we talked about, this one presidential candidate, Andrew Yang.
All right.
With the economic living wage or the universal basic income of $1,000 a month for everybody, because just look at the truck driving segment. He believes in the next 10 years is going to be fully robotic.
Right.
3.5 million jobs gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have to get ahead of. That's what Elon Musk is trying to put us ahead of. This is what our children need to get ready for.
Right.
And instead, we're worried about pop culture and, all the things that rot our brains. So it's such a deep subject.
I know. It's huge. It is.
To put your hands around it.
Right. It's huge. Yeah. And, for years, people have been talking about the chip, putting the chip in your hand to be able to.
Did you see the story? Thousands are?
What? No. Huh?
Yeah, thousands of people are getting it.
Really?
Like it's happening because they don't want identity theft.
Oh.
That is going somewhere in your forearm, your shoulder. Some people have it in their neck, I think.
Okay.
Like that's happening. That's a thing.
Huh. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But I was just intrigued to listen to Elon and his associates talk about this new technology that would be they would be putting it in human subjects in 2020. I mean, they're prepared. They're ready to do this thing.
Wait, this is next year.
Yeah. I know, it's like months away.
Months away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, I mean, the thought, Bob Hanasowski logged on, Brandon Westover's watching.
What's up, yo?
Hey, Bob. Hey, Brandon. So I don't know what you do with that, because I think, like you said, the tablets and the phones, they can be used for good. They can be used for evil. They are things that can help us do ministry, but they're also things that can cause problems.
And you have to look at an item that was not in existence in 2002. It's now 17 years later, because that's when I got my first flip phone.
Mm-hmm.
The smartphone hadn't even quite been out yet. In 17 years, we've made a thing that none of us can live without.
Right. Now, let me ask you.
Fully integrated into our lives.
Let me ask you this, though. Once you cross the bridge, because I think there is something different than the brain and the functioning of the brain and then the soul of a human being.
Sure.
But once you cross the bridge of trying to integrate the brain and the functions of the brain, even with physical type of things, like these battery-powered things that'll last, 5 or 6 years in the side of your head,
right?
Just so that you can make it easier to communicate to these computers. I think we're crossing a bigger line there than what we think. No?
Oh, but I don't know how that isn't where we go.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not doing it. You said you're not doing it.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
No.
Matt might. Matt's a rebel.
You're gonna wait. You're gonna be in the bushes, and there'll be like brain implant center. You're gonna be in the bushes and be like, "No, Matt, don't."
Yeah, I will.
And I'm gonna go and walk right in.
Yeah. And then I'll go plug in my solar powered battery.
Yep. You'll be living off the grid.
I'll be off the grid.
And I'll be like, sucker. I have the good life.
Well, is it today or tomorrow that's the anniversary of the Apollo 11 landing? That's coming up, or it's either here.
Yeah, I thought it happened this week. They were making a big hoopla about it all week. Yeah, landing on the moon 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so even when you look at that kind of information, what we did then and then what we're doing now.
Oh, someone is knocking.
Someone's here already. See?
I shall let them in.
It's 10:45, so we might have to go. While Matt's letting them in. Is it our piano guys? Well, it looks like our piano guys are already here, so we may have to drift off sooner than we thought. We'll have to see what's going on today. But Bob and Brandon, you guys, Brandon, you jumped in. You have off today. If you're in the area, you could always stop by and see our new piano if you want. So. Sounds like he's just going to let the piano guy take a look at what he needs to do, and then we'll wrap it up in here. This is what's interesting about life. When you expect someone to be on time, they're usually 15 to 20 minutes late, if not more. When you're doing something and you want them to be a little later, they show up 15 minutes early, which that's about what it is, about 15 minutes early. So that's the way life works. I was just telling our viewers there that when you want something to be on someone to be on time, they're usually late.
Right.
But when you want them to be a little late, they're.
Or if you're waiting on Matt Wilson, he definitely will be late.
Yeah.
He'll be late.
8:30 today was actually 8:50. I don't know if you know.
I think it was 8:49.
Oh, was it?
I think it was 8:49. Anyway.
So that's kind of where I'm thinking we're gonna have to wrap up. Right, this guy's gonna need some stuff.
What else did you want to talk about? You want to do some bullet points real quick?
Well, I want to talk about the Elon Musk thing a little bit, which we did. We threw that out, and then there was the other thing was just the senators that were briefed here about 3 weeks ago on the Navy's investigation of their pilots seeing UFOs.
Oh, that's awesome!
Opening up new investigations.
Are you still in Area 51?
I have not signed on because I am more like President Trump. I don't think we should tell the people when we're going to be there.
No, it is dumb.
So I'm going to show up at 7 or 2.
What
2 a.m. or there's between 3 and 6 a.m. That's when they're meeting. I'm going to show up at 2 or 7.
I would show up at 2 and hide off to the side.
Watch everybody else get shot down.
Watch everybody else get shot.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that would be, or be able to run first.
Can you even believe that this is a headline story?
Yes.
I mean, it's being talked about all over the news, media, everywhere.
Yeah, and I do believe, people and statistics.
Right.
There will be people there.
Yeah.
At this point.
Right.
There will be people there.
Well, 1.2 million have said they will be there.
There's at least one person that's going to be like, wait, I thought we were doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
And it did start off, supposedly, the gentleman now who started it did say it was supposed to be a joke.
Of course.
But
I did see a meme that says, do you know what's in the center of Area 51? It's a Dollar General.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. Yeah, I did.
All right. So I did see the senators were briefed about aliens.
Yeah. And so I think disclosure is going to happen quite soon.
I would really like to see Hillary go to jail first.
Yeah, that might happen. Yeah. Because then the aliens would bust her out.
So
take me to your leader.
Another big headline
would go there.
That's gone on was the that lovely Florida Jewish guy who had a sex island.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And somehow the media is Epstein.
Yeah.
Somehow the media is tying. Did you see the sex island, by the way?
I didn't see it.
Pictures of it's got like a goofy elitist temple built.
No.
Oh, look it up.
Wow.
Yeah, look it up. But either way, anyway, how did they end up tying it to Trump when Bill Clinton was literally flying there once a month? How do we overlook this fact? How does this get to be Trump's problem?
It's crazy. Well, Bill's always had a sexual addiction problem, right? Ever since we know.
Well, I mean, it's only a big deal because we make it a big deal. Now, that guy is filthy animal. Right. And if Bill was engaging in any of the filthy animal stuff that guy was, then whatever.
But don't you think the Bushes and all the different
people? Oh, no, they're all messed up.
They've all probably been there to the island.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
they have their own island. The Bushes are rich enough; they got their own.
They got their own.
Yeah, and they participate with the Republicans out of California at the where they do the owl ceremony.
Right. Bohemian
Grove. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I even caught wind, I think in Alex's Jones stuff, that Schwarzenegger's been out there. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Do you know how Arnold Schwarzenegger got into politics?
No.
He was a boy toy for Republicans.
Oh, really?
Back when he was young.
Yeah.
And that's how he's had a meteoric rise to fame.
That makes sense.
And then became a politician.
Yeah.
I like how I say all this stuff as if I saw it.
Well, see,
these are things I've heard, and I think to me they make a lot of sense.
They do make a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, all of this corruption comes from Ephesians chapter 6, where the enemy is trying to create he's ruling all the nations, and he's trying to create a platform for his rise to power. And eventually he's going to get that rise to power.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be Ghostbusters.
Yeah. So a little bit for you guys to think about. We're going to have to run, and as we run, Melinda just is watching. See, all these people are watching today. Now we have something.
No, listen, this is a regular thing now.
Yeah.
I think the word's getting out.
It is.
We're gonna break into superstardom.
We will.
Yeah.
We will. And once we get new camera, so if for any reason you want to donate, right?
Well, no, listen. At some point, this is what we need to start to say.
Right.
Just like my buddy, the wretched guy. Todd Friel.
Oh, Todd Friel?
Yeah, and when we get good enough, can we do that thing where I walk on the air like he does in his promo?
I would.
Okay,
do it.
right.
Yeah.
I want to do things like that.
Okay.
But it's going to be like Wretched and Todd, and then it would be like Matt and Brian.
Right. Yeah. Because this,
and then Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, because we want the quality of this to be better, right?
We're going to need better cameras.
So we're going to need better cameras.
Yeah.
This is literally $57.
So if you want to donate, you can go online to our website. You can give
anycommunity.org.
Yeah.
You can give. Just specify why you're giving.
Right.
Say we want to make Matt and Brian look prettier online.
Do we want to make promises we can't keep? Like, I really think God wants to do something for you this week. So if you were to sew in,
I wouldn't go that far.
All right, we won't.
Yeah, I'm just. We're just.
I know it works. I know it works.
We're just being honest. We have a $57 Logitech podcast camera, and from this distance, the quality's horrible.
It is terrible. The microphone. Actually, I'm going to be very loud, and you're not going to be as loud because it's pointing right at me.
Right. So eventually, we'd like to set up so that we can do microphones in our face like a normal radio would, program would.
The coffee is premium and delicious, though.
Yes. That is one thing. You don't need to give to our coffee fund. We have a great coffee fund. And
in fact, you guys should come just to get the coffee.
Right. All right, well, I can hear our boys out there talking, so we should probably get to the piano. So I'm glad that you guys came in. Next Friday, we will not be here, correct? Or we might be here next Friday. What do you think? I'll tell you what. I'll try to make it here next Friday no matter what. Even if Matt can't make it, I'll try to see if I can bring a guest.
Let me see what happens. I'll be in touch.
Okay. And if not, I'll bring a guest. And if not, it might be Matt, myself, and a guest.
Oh, it could be. No, that'd be great.
So hopefully you'll chime back in next Friday, 10 o'clock, and have a great weekend. Hopefully you're going to find a place to worship. And if not, if you don't have a place to worship and you're in the Burton area, you could go to, let's see, there's that one on Butternut. What's that one called? New Mercies?
Why are you advertising other churches?
I just
they should come here.
Oh, that's right.
Bring your money here. I mean, you guys should worship here.
Right.
Yeah,
we don't want their money. Yeah.
No, well, dude.
So, Northeast Community, 13925 Stanley Drive.
We just said we want this to be better.
We did.
I think this is a worthy cause.
It is a worthy cause. Yeah. Anytime you're doing ministry and getting the word out.
There's a church on Butternut. There's a million churches around here, actually.
Yeah, there's the Congregational Church right in Burton on the Square.
That's cool. I like those guys.
Just so you know, I'm pretty sure there's lots of colors there. If you like rainbow colors.
Yeah, but they let you drink and smoke too.
Oh, do they let you drink and smoke?
Yeah, I think the CCC is pretty open about that.
Yeah.
Remember, we didn't play poker, Will.
Yeah.
Throw Will under the bus.
Yeah. Now, you know what? Before we go, though, I think that is such an interesting point. I wish, as churches, we could be more colored. And what I mean by that is that there would not be, people would see that the church stands for the truth.
Right.
But yet they aren't intimidated to come in knowing that they'll be loved no matter what.
Right.
Because, see, you go to one extreme of that. You got one that says, hey, we'll just accept everybody the way you are, and we're going to, finagle the truth so you're happy and you'll come.
Right.
That doesn't work.
Or,
and then you've got a church that says,
you cannot be here.
Yeah, and you can't be here.
You cannot be here.
Right.
Which, Jesus did that.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to be somewhere this weekend and you need a place to come here. and if not, get somewhere, because it's always good to worship with God's people. So have a great weekend and great week, and we'll see you maybe next Friday.
See you later. I heard pianos.